How are your bandmates doing after all this recording and
the band's pretty good. I mean, like, the biggest problem overall probably is, like, Eric. Like, he's an asshole. I don't know. I don't really like him that much so far.
Thanks, Adam. Like,
Oh.
why would... No, I mean, it's okay, but, like, why would... So why would you say that?
We are at Smart Studios right now, and I'm going to Drew's van to get ibuprofen. This is where Drew lost his virginity.
It's virginity.
Lost his virginity. I know, it's kind of gross. Alright, 1 second. Hold on. I should find my aspirin. It's in my bag somewhere. Hold on. So I have Excedrin. I have Excedrin tension headache and Excedrin migraine. So you should take one of each.
Are you allowed to do that? Doesn't have any side effects?
No.
Smart Studios is awesome. As of right now, I'm kind of viewing it as like a fully functional museum because of all the stuff that's here. There's a lot of like history here, whether it be with the guitar pedals or the control board or the amplifiers that they have available or the microphones. Everything here has been used at some point or another on a predominant album.
Yeah, this place is where Nirvana recorded some stuff, Smashing Pumpkins, Garbage did basically everything here, so Smart Studios is probably the most fantastic dreamland of a studio I've ever ventured into. Initially I thought most of the tabletops were built out of gumdrops and dark chocolate, but it seems like it's all mostly rock candy.
So it's awesome to be in that environment and be able to work with things that have been worked at, used on things that haven't like inspired me. Well, we got here at around like 1 or so, and John had already been here, and he kind of just told us that he would like to work with the songs by himself for a bit and just kind of get like a rough idea going of the mix, which is nice because we don't want to interfere with that. So we had, John's down there right now working on it. He's been doing that all day. So what we're going to be doing for the rest of the day probably is just sitting around and waiting until John calls upon us.
I don't know, I've never really mixed with John Alvin before. I hear he's, excellent, he's really meticulous, and he's going to get a good mix, so, I just want to work with him on a daily basis, hear what he's doing, and hopefully, every day is better than the last. We get a better and better vision of what the record's going to sound like, so by the end, it's rocking and rolling.
And right now, John said he was kind of going for a big vibe, like he wants to sound big and like powerful, and he used Interpol as a reference, which is one of the bands we like look up to musically, and so like him just saying that was like a cool way for us to kind of get a feel for what he wants to do with the project.
Getting into like a new environment and having like fresh ears on the songs have actually like changed the songs and the whole entire music itself. And John's a really awesome guy, and he's very good at reading people.
Alright guys, it's done.
If this record is not better than Scene 1, I will hang myself from the tallest tower, much like in the movie The Omen.
This album, I think, it's a lot more about like vocals and what it should be about.
Since Scene 1, I've been trying to sing with more attitude and more emotion, but I think I was kind of pushing it too much, so I actually tried backing off a little bit and making it more like pretty sounding, I guess.
I think this album's going to be significantly better than Scene 1.
I guarantee it.
We're a lot more focused, and we have a lot more of our attention where it should be.
I think this one will hopefully do a lot better than Scene 1.
I guarantee it.
Because the budget for this one is a lot larger for Scene 1, so hopefully by some type of equation, like we'll see larger gifts for, fruits of our labor.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. Rejection of this album, whether it be like, hey, I don't really dig this song, or someone telling me that like the album isn't great, any type of rejection. I think that's my biggest fear, is that people are going to listen to it and find aspects of it that they don't like, or basically they don't like the whole entire thing. And because I feel it's more of like a reflection of like not only the band's past year but also like of myself. So I hope everything works out.
Drew, what are you doing?
Christ.
Buckle up.